Let's go on a road trip to some fascinating U.S. geographic landmarks. I have my own bucket list, and on that list are geographical significant places. I want to share with you some of those fun spots to add to your bucket list. My bucket list is still lengthy, but I am very thrilled to have been to these places. From north to south, from middle to the center, and from east to west in the United States. Let's explore geographically significant landmarks together. Travel across America with me. Where will I be taking you in this video? The southernmost point in the continental U.S. found in Key West, Florida. The southernmost point in the entire United States found in Hawaii. The point in Texas where the Rio Grande River flows into the Gulf of America. The southernmost point in California where the Tijuana River flows into the ocean. We recently drove to Belle, Fourche, South Dakota, to the center of the United States. Since the addition of Alaska and Hawaii in 1959, there's also Midway, USA in Kansas, and the geodetic center of the lower 48 near Lebanon, Kansas. Let's start from the west and travel eastward as we take a road trip to fascinating U.S. geographic landmarks. After flying to Hilo, Hawaii, the southernmost place with a population over 25,000 in the 50 states, for a day trip to the Big Island. We spent the better part of the day at Hawaii Volcanoes National Park, and no, Kilauea was not erupting, only venting while we were there. Our second and maybe more exciting destination for me was Calais, also known as South Point. All right. This is the southernmost point, not only in Hawaii, but in the entire United States. This is super exciting for this geography girl. I have on flip-flops, I have on my sandals. Wow. This is awesome. This is the southernmost point on the Big Island of Hawaii and of the 50 United States. The Calais area is registered as a National Historic Landmark District named South Point Complex. The closest town is Discovery Harbor, the southernmost settlement in the 50 states. According to the man selling shaved ice, the marker has been defaced, removed, and otherwise destroyed so many times that the authorities have just given up on keeping a marker at South Point. The currents are strong and swimming is discouraged. Wait till you hear about my stolen flip-flop. Next stop, let's go to the border of California and Baja California, where the polluted Tijuana River flows into the Pacific Ocean between Imperial Beach, California and Tijuana. We strolled there one evening and I was dumb enough to get into the Pacific Ocean where the currents were exceedingly strong enough to steal and never return one of my flip-flops. I was also unaware at the time that the city of Tijuana dumps raw sewage into the river. Yikes! Stay out! I totally missed that sign. Onward and upward to Belle Fourche, South Dakota. A fantastic park celebrates the geographical center of all 50 states, even though the actual spot is 20 miles to the north. When Alaska and Hawaii were added, the geographical center was moved 550 miles to this spot. More about the lower 48 center in a bit. The proxy stop in Belle Fourche is going to be as good as it gets because the real spot, as technically correct as it can be, is in a pasture land, kind of near where Wyoming, Montana, and South Dakota meet. But for the purpose here, let's celebrate Belle Fourche and their beautiful monument and flag displays. The on-site Tri-State Museum is one of the best I've ever seen, and believe me, I've been to a lot of museums. The geographical center of the lower 48 is celebrated in a cute park north of Lebanon, Kansas. There are signs and a tiny chapel. It is off a few county roads, but well worth it if this is your kind of thing. Kansas also has Midway. The sign indicates Midway between New York City and San Francisco, two amazing cities that need to be on everyone's bucket list. In Cameron County, Texas, we find the southernmost point in Texas and where the Rio Grande River flows into the Gulf of America. East of Brownsville, Texas, travel a 2-lane highway to see Elon Musk Starbase and tiny Boca Chica Beach, a once primitive, secluded beach where you could barbecue on the beach while compadres in Tamalpais were also having a barbecue on the beach across the mouth of the river. Key West is the southernmost incorporated place in the contiguous 48 states. The large, colorful buoy is a hot spot for tourists. You will more than likely stand in an organized line for a while to be able to take your picture at the buoy. Key West is lots of fun with many historical things to do and see. Note, January is super busy. Southernmost in January makes sense, right? I also want to add, if you want to correct me, go ahead, but most sources admit these are best estimates based on criteria that is not necessarily tangible. There are gray line qualifiers to all of these places. This was supposed supposed to be fun. I certainly hope you had fun. I might do another video on this type if I get enough comments and requests for more of the mostest places. For example, Honolulu, Hawaii is the southernmost U.S. state capital and the southernmost incorporated place in the 50 states. And there's lakes and rivers and so many geographical destinations to explore. I'd love to share them with you. I want to leave you with this thought. Did you realize that many people live further north in the continental United States than a great deal of the Canadian population? Flip-flops on the ground. Unclassic road trip. P.S. This one is in Put-in-Bay, Ohio. Another fun spot I will have to take you to soon. Please subscribe. Mahalo.